level. They look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
Well, I just wanted to mention about the AI. You know, we had the revision last week, and they were calling an improvement on that 1% increase in service level and 0.1 increase in turnover ratio. If we should use some time just to get all on the same page on when are we going to call a reject and when we're going to call a review or approve, because then I was suggesting that the most important thing was the service level, but then we got and it's not calling out Giovanni, it's just I want to bring the example that you saw an increase on inventory turns but a decrease on service level, and you mentioned it was a review. I would have gone with reject, because anything that worsens my service level would be a reject for me, and I might be wrong. It might be a review, but I would just like all of us to be on the same page. So
a good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing is Hurts. Caught left side by Hilton. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe
so that's why it makes
right
sense to be for it to be a reject.
As a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Freyasade and Lurikin. Well, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Etienne. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here we go, here we go. Bravo. Hey, bravo.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the set.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, let's go. Hey, wahoo. Hey.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way!" and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll run with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight, but not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
I think I'm gonna have to be online. My first team home, but if it changes, yeah. No.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Hurts. That'll be complete to Sermon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Rolling to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go
Niñas, ¿qué pasó?
first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Tienes que venir a decirme a mí, ya te lo he dicho 1.000.000 de veces. Pues entonces no estés peleando, no pierdas tiempo peleando, chingado.
Estoy tratando de explicar. Estoy hablando engañado.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They give to Sermon out of the gun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defense in front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy.
And that's what I'm saying, that they're trying to show us an improvement, a 1% on service level, even though it's 74 to 75, or inventory turns. They're saying it's an improvement to go from 5.1 to 5.2. So. And that was at the expense of doubling the inventory. So that's not an actual improvement, you know. So
Jaguars come to the line to start.
they are, but they're still fighting for it to be a win, because it is an increase in both service level and inventory turns.
They gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham, 73 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
I wonder if they put dollar value on the inventory proposal that they're showing up as well.
Who the better team has been in this one? And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
But we could, because they already had the recommendations there. We just have to add the dollar value. I mean, I'll take a look and I'll give it a try just to see if I can make it happen and see.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
Quarterback and expected passing.
And then what was our inventory compared to their proposal, and then see. Yeah, we just have to put it together.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 82 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Lawrence to throw. Shoves him away. It's a room to maneuver. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You got bombers. You got bombers. Hey, exit.
On play action, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Play action. It's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Reed. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got a man complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
ETN up the middle.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jags look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Let's go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Here's Sermon, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.